obviously pitiful. This guy, open mouth, which is typical of Alzheimer's. Open mouth, smile, stare. He wasn't trying to dance or boogie around with everybody else. He's just standing there. His hands are out in front of him, his arms, just in case he worries about falling. That was the worst image that the DNC could have ever suffered. Over. And back to you, Mike, WX2T.
KB2 UKA.
There he is.
Yeah, you left out the important part. The petrodollar contract expired. And good afternoon, Doug. Oh
yeah, Mike, I saw that, and that spells the death knell, because that's the beginning of the end for the dollar as the world's currency.
All those dollars are going to come home demanding value. We're in deep shit. We're going to have exponential inflation, hyperinflation. And
hello, Doug.
Hello, Rick. Hello, Mike. Who else is in there? I think I heard Bruce. Hello, gentlemen. The shifting power dynamics in the oil market are a critical factor in this development. No one is talking about it, Mike. No one. I had Fox Business on all day today at work, as I do every day, and it wasn't mentioned once.
I'm surprised. Well, yeah. That's they all work in concert with one another, and then you had the Federal Reserve with the interest rate situation and what have you. They're basically playing it stable across the board. Nothing's going to happen. But with the devaluation of the currency, like Mike said, with the petrodollar and everything else that's going on, and inflation, sooner or later the bubble is going to burst.
It says they're eyeing electronic currency as the future.
I don't think so.
I think we got to go back on the gold standard. Period.
Yeah, now you hit the nail on the head. You can't print gold.
Well, yeah. This is what Saudi Arabia has announced its involvement in Project Enbridge, a project which explores a multi-central bank digital currency platform shared among participating central banks and commercial banks. It is built on distributed ledger technology to enable instant cross-border payment settlements and foreign exchange transactions.
Are you talking about XRP?
They call it DLT, Distributed Ledger Technology, and they also call it CBDC, Central Bank Digital Currency.
Too many acronyms.
Oh, you don't want that.
No, of course not. That's the central bank digital. That's now, we don't like what you said. We're shutting your money down.
It's a
only
dangerous,
one way we're going to be rid of them, and that's we got to burn
bizarre
them.
world out there, gentlemen.
Look who participates in this Enbridge currency. You ready? The Bank of Thailand, the Central Bank of United Arab Emirates, and the People's Bank of China. Those are the three main users of it. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Those are the three. Okay. Then we also have Israel, Bank of Namibia, Bank of France, Central Bank of Bahrain, Central Bank of Egypt, Central Bank of Jordan, European Central Bank, the International Monetary Fund. Oh, and here you go, Mike, the Federal Reserve Bank of New York.
Gee, I thought the Israelis were our friends.
Hey, No, it sounds like a big cluster F.
Constitution and the Bible demand money is gold and silver.
I think Bruce is in there.
Yeah. Oh, I just want to say hello to Doug. Hi, Mike. Rick had sent me that YouTube video. Geez, we're celebrities, eh?
Which one? Whose video?
I mean, it's crazy what's going on in the world. Remember, the Democrats openly advocate sexual relations between adults and children. That's all you got to remember.
And farm animals.
Pedophiles. And look at what's if you read some of the commentary, some of the stuff on YouTube and what have you, it's all over the media with Clay and Travis. I don't know if you guys like Clay and Travis, but I do. They're talking about how, the sports media has been trivialized and bastardized, and with what's going on with transgenderism and everything. It's an absolute disaster.
The kids that make it past the abortion mills, they want to surgically remove their sex organ.
As bad as we think it is, the plans they have are so much worse. KB2 UKA.
People, the vast electorate, and I do a lot of research, media research, and my own man about town research, as I call it. An old man, interviewing people that I know, maybe people that I don't know. Meet them in the store, and I strike up a conversation, and I can immediately tell where the hell their head is at. And I say, if they give me a bad rap, a really bad rap about Trump or, how he should be in jail and so on and so forth, I say, I don't try to antagonize the situation because I don't want to get my blood pressure up, but I just say, I understand how you feel, but I can understand how I would feel, and I often do, when I watch MSNBC or CNN. I suggest you should do your research and look at Newsmax, look at Fox, and go online. And there's so many sources online that will give you a different point of view. Do your research. Do your research. It doesn't even have to be 2 weeks. Do your research after a week and get back to me, and let's talk again. Have you guys ever been confronted with a situation like that?
Yeah, no one does their research. Only Mikey. Mikey does all the research, and then I read what he sends me.
Well,
oh, no, I'm just a casual observer. Sometimes I go deep on things, but there's so much going on, it's tough for one person to keep track of it.
Exactly. It's very difficult. You can't keep up, even with the people, the media personalities, the people that are in the forefront of this. They always say, we can't keep up with the news cycle. You can't keep up with the news cycle. There's so much that's breaking left and right every minute of the day. It's unbelievable. And that's because of the internet and everything else. Well, that's true. If they can't keep up with it, how the hell can we keep up with it?
Well, that's certainly the differentiator. Is now the kimono's open. That there's so much availability of information on the internet, and it's becoming more and more difficult to hide the truth. So they revert well, basically the Biden administration, as well as many other administrations worldwide, just lie. And what did Joseph Goebbels say? If you tell a lie long enough and often enough, it'll become truth. And this is the way they're combating their bad behavior. Over.
Hey, goofy guy's on 58 talking to himself.
Oh, I don't know what he's up to, Mike. I was up there. Something's not working right for him.
Yeah, he's been messing around. I don't know. He's got a problem of some sort. I'm not sure what it is. Hey, Mike, Rick had sent me that...
What is that?
Hi.
Phil. Good old Phil.
Oh, Phil. Yeah, Phil has mental disease. Just listen to him.
Yep, no. Hello. Now what do I do? Hello. All right, so what do I do now? Shut the power.
Hey, Lucy, who are you talking to? Well, this stuff goes back, I think back in the annals, or the annals, I call them the annals of time. I think these recordings go back about 3 years ago or so, but it was really quite interesting, and it was amusing. It was definitely amusing. And I said to Bruce and I were talking on the telephone an hour and a half ago or so. I said, this guy's got a lot of time on his hands.
Well, realize, how could you be against Make America Great Again? The man's a communist. And what kind of sick fuck holds on to recordings of us for years and then posts them on YouTube?
And if you read between the lines, you go down, you scroll down, you find out what his call sign is. And I looked him up. I know his call sign. I looked him up. I looked at his QRZ page. I know the profile. And he's a libtard through and through. But even more so, I said to Bruce, I said, here's a guy that doesn't even, he's got a call sign. He's allegedly, well, he has a call sign. He's a ham radio operator. I've never heard him transmitting. I don't know. I don't know if he gets on the air. I don't know if he transmits. I have no idea. We've never heard him. Maybe you have, Mike. I don't know. But he's out in Illinois somewhere, wherever the hell he is, right out in Nine Land. Okay? But this guy is, he looks at his screens. He's an SDR guy, and he's living in his own world. He doesn't really want to engage in conversation. He types out his comments online, and the guy's he's a voyeur, as I said to Bruce. Over.
Wait, which guy are we talking about? Because I know a few of those.
Well, I don't
Phil from Colorado. What was it, Mach 7 something?
Posted a YouTube video of us on when we were on 3844 about 3 or 4 years ago.
All right, what's his YouTube channel? Because I follow all these guys. Because there's another guy recently, the Typical Ham. He's been posting us a lot, and I commented on the last one. I said, next time you post us, you should come by and drop in and say hello. And he hasn't recorded us since. But what's the guy's YouTube name?
Well, I'll give his call. I don't care. It doesn't matter. His call is AB9IL, Alpha Bravo 9, India Lima. I don't give a shit.
Oh, is that Mach 7 radio intercepts?
Yep. Roger.
Yeah, the guy that's a wide receiver. That's the guy.
very wide, Mike. How often has he been to a proctologist, over?
I don't think he needs a proctologist. His mechanic just slides in with a creeper.
So I found him. So this video was posted 2 weeks ago, but you're saying this is 3 years ago?
Yeah, roughly.
The Hammers of 3844, Volume 2.
That's it, the Hammers. We're the Hammer Boys. Put the hammer down. That's what she said.
He's tired of us hitting libtards in the head with a hammer.
This is going to be some good watching tonight. Let's see. Only 118 views. He's got 1,200 subscribers. Even I have 6 grand. No one's watching this guy.
Yeah, well, Mike's in there in the dialogue, and myself, and I think maybe KX2V, Joe might have been in there. Bruce is in there, man. And Bruce, I don't know if you're still on frequency K2RPM, and there might be another person or two, but yeah, this goes back to the anals, not the annals, but the annals of 3844.
Yeah, I'm still here, Rick.
Yeah, I wasn't down here with you guys then. I was figuring out how to EQ my audio 2 years ago.
Well, you sound potent now, man.
Well, thank you. Impotent.
Well, you stole my
Man,
line.
time flies when you're having a good time, right?
Really, really does.
Well, you know, when we get on here, except for last night, I tried to get back in here last night. It was like a cluster F. You know, I mean, there were at least 8 guys on the frequency. It was impossible to get a word in edgewise, but you know what? I guess that's a good thing. At least that shows the frequency is active. But, you know, like where we have it right now, it's good.
I don't know. I think Richie threw his microphone in the bathtub. He's not up there anymore. Richie, where are you?
Well, he got a sensual. He ordered a pizza, and it turned out to be very sensual because he's that kind of guy. He gets very, very worked up about pizzas. He's very, very specific and enamored by pizza. And I think if he gets a pizza that he really, really likes, it's almost like a sensual experience. So that's probably why he's not here.
Can you imagine that poor pizza, the last thing it sees before it dies? It's just like Richie opening up his mouth and it's got no chance for it.
I feel sorry for Lulu.
Richie, I hope he's not lactose intolerant.
Where's Lulu? I hope she's not listening. What do you think, Mike? Where's Mike? I think maybe Mike got lucky. Mike's gone. He's gone.
I'm getting interrupted here. Hang on.
All right. That's what happens when you get lucky, Mike. Hey, if we can't have a little fun here,
1, 2, 3, 4.
in ham radio when we're rag chewing, you know what? This hobby could get, as I said to Bruce and I were talking on the phone earlier.
Hello, radio.
This hobby could get very, very boring if we didn't open it up enough and, you know, make it a little bit more comedic and loose, you know, because Sometimes.
1, 2, 3, 4. Hello. Nothing is 1, 2. 1, 2. Yay. 1, 2, 3, 4. And why is this doing that? 1, 2. Yay. Hello.
Those pizza reviews all over the country, and he rated one pizzeria in New Jersey. Gave it a very high. Gave it a 9.4, and I looked it up, and it's down near Trenton. I gotta find it here, but boy, did it look good. Oh, here it is. No, I'm sorry. DeLucia's Brick Oven Pizza in Raritan, New Jersey. I was thinking of another place. Gave it a tremendous review. So I'm saying to myself, geez, Raritan isn't that far. It might be worth a road trip to check out the pizza. Over.
You talking about Portnoy?
Yeah, Portnoy.
See, okay, I have issues with Portnoy's pizza reviews. And I mean this, no offense to anybody. But he's from up north, okay? So his palate doesn't know what a good pizza is. I'm sorry I said it, okay? He hates most New York pizza. He kills them. And if you've had pizza from Connecticut or Massachusetts, where I think he's from, or he might even be from friggin' Chicago, I don't know. But yeah, I don't read into what he says too much.
Well,
If you're taking your pizza dough out of a refrigerator, you're already fucked up.
well, Doug. Well, I'm a pizza snob in so much that I live right near New Haven, and I'm a New Haven pizza snob. Not saying that there are a lot of good New York City, 5-borough pizzerias that are absolutely great. But we have kind of the triad of pizzerias here. There's Pepe's, Sally's, and Modern are the three most prominent pizzerias. So I'm a Modern fan. You know, you got to take a camp. But my go-to is a neighborhood place we've been going to since, 1972. 71, 72 is a place called Ernie's Pizzeria. That's my go-to place. But and you know, Doug, I do agree with you. His perception of what a good pizza is kind of leaves something to be desired. And he's given high ratings to some pizzerias that I wouldn't even walk in the door. But this DeLucia, I went and looked at their menu, did a little research on them. That looks like a pretty good place. So I should put it on my hit list when I happen to be down in New Jersey. K2RPM, over.
So that's funny with the ones that you mentioned. Between 2011 and 2014, my wife and I lived in Connecticut. I lived in Walcott. I worked along the coast, pretty much Fairfield all the way through Greenwich, everything in between, and then into Westchester County a little bit. So Pepe's, see, I like Pepe's, and I like New Haven, and there was another place in Milford, I can't remember the name. They had a hot oil pizza that was amazing, okay? But when I think of pizza, and I don't live in the boroughs, I grew up on Long Island, so that's a whole different story that even them from the boroughs. When I think of pizza, I don't think of Pepe's. That's like almost like a delicacy to me, and I love pizza, but Pepe's is like a delicacy, and so is New Haven. And and those are two very good pizza establishments. Like Portnoy, I think he likes his pizza a little crispier than I do. I don't want it to sag. I do want it to hold its form when you're folding it in half, but I want it to give a little bit. I think he likes his a little crispier. And then the other gripe that I had with New England pizza, very difficult, at least in Connecticut, to find pizza by the slice. I found this also. I'd go to when I was feeling risky, I'd go into Waterbury, and all the pizza places in Waterbury, in Glastonbury, all those areas, you can't find pizza by the slice, and that was really, really foreign to me, being from New York. KB2 UKA.
Yeah, I'm gonna sign with you, fine, esteemed gentlemen, and that's also a problem, Doug, here in Rogues Island too. Pizza by the slice, and another big problem. And I'm from Jersey, also originally from New York, but that was up until I was about 8 years old, and then we moved to Jersey. And I've been here in Rogues Island for 18 years, and I just turned 70. Anyhow, one thing that I can't understand, and the Jersey pizza parlors did it exclusively across the board, the best, and that was they offered mussels marinara. Mussels marinara.
Oh, Rick.
Right? Marinara. Mussels marinara as an appetizer. And Jen and I, when we lived in New Jersey for so many years, we would order that, if we had a delivery or if we went out to a place, whatever the hell it was, mussels marinara as an appetizer before the pizza. And the sad part about it is, considering how many
Oh, he'll keep going.
have gone up here or transpired, whatever the hell you want to call it, in Rogues Island, the best pizza parlors, and there's a lot of good of them. There's a hell of a lot of great pizza parlors. They're all over the place. They have good pizza, but none of them have mussels marinara. And I mention it to them, and they look at me like, "What do you mean?" Well, I said, "We have mussels up here, don't we? We catch them. This is Mussel Haven up here, and nobody offers it as an appetizer. It's crazy." So it's just one of those anomalies. It's just like radio equipment. You have an amplifier that goes south, and you wonder why, and it's the tube or the transistor or the MUS or whatever the hell it is. Something goes awry. So anyhow, I know I'm overdue. I was supposed to get the grill going, but I didn't. And Jen just checked in, and she said, "I'm going to put this on the oven or on the grill or whatever the hell she's doing it." So I better get the hell out of here if I know it's good for me. WX2T. Clear with the group. You guys are great.
All right, Rick, 7-3. Good to hear you, brother. Good to hear you enjoy that grill tonight. KB2 UKA. Go ahead, Bruce.
What'd you say, Mike? You were saying something, man.
Yeah, I said stay out of trouble. I know you have a propensity to find it. WX2T in the Rogues Island, N2LYM.
I know, Mike. Well, you get to. I just turned 70. I feel good. I do feel good, guys. I have a good zest for life. Yeah, I'm slowing down a little bit. Oh, Jesus Christ. What, Lord Jesus, what do you expect? But It's great coming by here. It's great hearing you guys, and I mean that. I mean that sincerely, and I'm sure all you guys feel the same way. And I don't know. In spite of all this crap that's going on in the media, TV, and what have you, we know what the truth is. We know what the truth is, and hopefully it prevails. Hopefully it prevails, and we can perpetuate the truth. We can help perpetuate it, but how do we do it? But there's so many people that are enamored by the left media.
Oh, wow, guys, he's not stopping.
I hope we can prevail. 7-3, guys, WX2T.
All right, good evening, Rick. Take care. I'll talk to you soon. K2RPM.
Yeah, Bruce, 7-3.
Bruce, when we moved, the first night we lived in Connecticut, I called a pizza place, and I said, hey, I'd like a large regular pie. They go, what? I said, honey, we're not in Kansas anymore. I said, a large regular pie. They go, what do you mean? I said, regular. They go, you mean cheese? I said, yes. So then I learned that I had to order it as a large cheese pizza.
Yeah, I
What's the matter with them? They don't speak English?
Well, you were up in Wolcott, but there's a place I go to in Waterbury, Dominic and Pia's. They make a good pie, but you were thinking of the hot oil pie is the Colony, the bar pies, Colony, which originally was on the south side of Stamford. And then they opened one up in Fairfield near the train station, and they opened up one in Milford, and there's a bunch of them all over the place now. But there's a number of good ones. When I'm in the city, I hit a few places, but I don't go into the city for fun. I go in for work, but not to hang around down there anymore. It's too dangerous. So that's a whole other story, Doug. But yeah, it's quite a pizza culture, and it's become very popular here. And I call her the purple-headed warrior, that dope that represents Connecticut in Congress, Rosa DeLauro, who's just the Scotsiad, and she's a disgrace. But anyway, she's the one that promoted the bill in Congress to make New Haven pizza the national benchmark and all of that, and it becomes it's very passionate with people up here. But yeah, I mean, I like my pie on the crispier side also, and the guy at Ernie's, Pat. He'll make me specialty pies.
Looks
like
clean.
I bring him
1,
down
2, 3,
sardines.
4,
He
5,
makes me
6,
a pizza
7.
with sardines. Or I had him make me a tuna pie last week. But see, I don't do the mozzarella because the mozzarella bothers me. So I do it with Parmesan cheese, either white or predominantly red. Extra garlic, black olives, and fish, and that's I'm ready to go to the electric chair after that. K2RPM.
That's great, Bruce. Oh my God! And what the hell is Richie doing up there? I for a second I put on my sub receiver and I heard him say to himself, "Yeah, that looks clean to me." It was not clean. I gotta go talk to him. We have a thing down here we do. Bruce, okay? And unfortunately, you said the mozzarella upsets your stomach. It was actually, I think it was developed in my hometown of Huntington, okay, from Little Vinny's. You get a piping hot slice of a regular slice of pizza, so cheese, okay? And you order it this way. I'll have 2 slices with cold cheese. He takes the popping hot slice of regular pie and 2 handfuls of ice cold shredded mozzarella right on top of the hot slice. And oh my, okay, it's got to be a 3,000 calorie slice. He takes a handful of mozzarella, puts it right on top of the slice. The texture of the hot pie with the cold mozzarella, oh, it's amazing. And it's the extra salted mozzarella. It's so good.
That's why you have stomach problems, cheap mozzarella.
Oh, well, and home is only the finest, and the Parmesan is Parmigiano Reggiano. Only the finest here at Casa Serrato.
Yeah. No, I'm lactose intolerant, so it raises hell with me. I gotta stay close to home if I eat mozzarella, but I miss it, Doug, a lot. You know, especially like the burrata and tomato salad and that kind of stuff. I mean, that's what I was raised on, but yeah, it doesn't work well anymore. So I just do the alige pie or the tuna or the sardines or and I bring down. My daughter was going to Portugal a lot for work, and she would bring me back. They call them bucaneros. They're the white sardines, and I would use those to make a pie with, and just incredible. But yeah, it's a passionate thing. But I always look for good pizzerias. I always look to to experiment. But yeah, there's certainly a lot of good ones out there. But it's become quite popular now. I think nationally it's become very popular. So it's interesting. But I'll tell you what, I did spend time out in Chicago. Wait a minute. I got the scanner on. Hold on a minute.
Yeah, and when you come back, Chicago pizza is very good, okay? But it's a whole different ballgame. I don't look at that as pizza. So that's where I guess my my mental block is.
What are you talking about, the deep dish crap?
Yeah, every now and then I'll order it. It comes in dry ice. Where the hell do I get it from? Lou... food order. What the hell is the name? Lou Malnati's. I order it from Lou Malnati. They do mail order.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was going to say. There's, let's see, there's Malnati's and then there's Giordano's. Those are the two prominent pizzerias that specialize in the Chicago deep dish. Doug, I like it, but it's like eating a ricotta pie. It's too heavy for me. I get through maybe one or two slices, and or hunks, and that's about all I can do.
And good evening, everybody.
Oh, what's up, Mikey? Yeah, that's what I meant, Bruce. It's like a nice to have, but I couldn't see myself. We get pizza here probably once a week. I have I have an 11-year-old and a 10-year-old. And just the world's crazy, and sometimes it's just easy to get a pie. I couldn't see myself getting a deep dish like that every single time. Like, I love Domino's pizza, okay? I absolutely love it, but it's a treat. I don't look at it as like a staple pizza. I go to that when I'm craving something weird. Yeah, Mikey.
Yeah, I was going to tell you, I couldn't agree with you more. I love a good pizza from a real deal, authentic Italian restaurant. But once in a while, you got to get filthy at night when it's like 1 o'clock in the morning. You got to order Domino's or Papa John's. Good evening, everybody. Enter MDX.
Yes, Domino. I like the deep dish Domino's with black olive and what did I get on it? Black olive and mushroom. Oh, some cheesy bread, Cinna sticks, and a big Mountain Dew.
Real pizza doesn't have cheese.
Well, yes, and it's actually very thin, and all the sauce is just in the middle. It's mostly bread.
Yeah, just a little tomato sauce, some oregano, maybe some fresh garlic. That's it. They put cheese on the pizza in the tourist areas.
Yes, that's correct. Oh, God, I'm looking at this Lou Malnati right now. I think I want to order something. It'll be here in 2 days.
Yeah, it's a taste of Chicago.
Yep. He sells other stuff, too. He sells, Goldbelly. That's what you do. You do it from Goldbelly. Oh, my God. You could order the cannoli kit. When I was on keto, I was doing the keto diet. He had a sausage crust. So instead of carbs, instead of bread, the deep dish was made out of sausage. So the whole damn thing, there was no carbs in the pizza. It was all meat, sauce. Well, there was a little bit of carbs because of the sauce. But it was all cheese and meat.
Oh, Maron, that must have been a gut buster. But it sounds good, though. Sounds really good. Yeah, there's a lot of good ones out there. But to Mike's point, yeah, the basic pizza is a margarita. It's and they, you know, over in Italy they use the fresh basil. They put the fresh basil on it, and you know, I like come end of July, August, you know, into mid-August. You get the fresh tomato pies, the sliced tomato pies. I usually get it white with the fresh tomatoes and the garlic and basil, almost like a margarita, but with fresh tomatoes. It's just I die for that every single year. I can't wait. K2 RPM.
Yeah, that's good. Sometimes they do like a quattro formaggio, 4 cheese with the sliced fresh tomato on it, too. But that you might not be able to take that with the lactose intolerant, though. But that's a good slice also. KB2 UKA live from Fort Salonga, New York.
Yeah, very good. Well, guys, I'm going to back out of here. I got a couple things. I got an early morning. I got to be in New York City by 6:30 tomorrow morning. So I got to. I'm going to call it an early evening and try to get to bed a little earlier because I got to get up at 0 dark hours to get down there in time. We got a power system delivery in the morning, and I got to make sure that it gets delivered and rigged onto the floor, and you know, nothing's easy in Manhattan. So anyway, good evening. It was good chatting with you, Doug. Great to hear you, Mike. And I'm not sure who the other station was. I didn't write down the call sign, but good evening, and I'll look for you guys another night to carry this on. And I'll look you up on QRZ, Doug, and I'll send you some pictures of the fish pies. You'll get a kick out of them. Anyway, good evening, all. 7-3. Have a good evening. K2 RPM.
All right, Bruce. Really, really good speaking with you. Good to hear you again. Yeah, I think I'm going to follow suit. And, man, sorry you got to be in Manhattan. You said it earlier. I go in there as little as possible. But I will be in there in a few weeks. But 73, good luck with that power delivery system install. Take care. And, gentlemen, I'm going to get out of here, too. Mike and Mike, have a good one. Go ahead, LYM, pick it up.
Yeah, 7-3, Bruce. We'll catch up with you. It's a crazy world, brother.
All right, guys, I am out of here. Have a good one.